Now broadcasting.
Now it's the right. Shambi alongside Chris Singleton. Thanks for joining us. We're in the seventh with nobody out. And stepping in for New York, Gary Carter, 1 for 2. Right through there for a strike. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. That's inside. And it's 1-1. And that drops in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that K brings him into double digits for the game.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Soto stands in now and watches strike one. And a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes. But
base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Right. Ball. The next to hit takes ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Starting to run out of outs as they're unable to chip away. 7th inning stretch time. It's the A's 6 and the Mets 2. Welcome back As we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Number 18.
DeGrom back to work. Ground ball right side. Handles, throws to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt.
Next to hit, Matt Schumann. 0 for 2 in this one. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Stud. When you look at players like this, you play that hot corner, got to be pretty courageous over there with the way balls come off the bat. That's the kind of guy that every year you expect him to be in the All-Star game and have a Gold Glove, if not a Platinum Glove.
And a swing and a miss, down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Henderson, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone. I wouldn't say the game's close right now, but it's not out of reach either. I mean, these guys really need to put up a 0 on the board just to maintain a little hope.
On the ground to third. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing doing there for the A's. They lead it 6-2. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Shortstop Francisco Lindor.
Hard ground ball, base knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Curtis Granderson up now for the Mets.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what the stuff, obviously. And right there, he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Roll to short, could be 2. Slings to first in time.
Now batting, number 13.
Edgardo Alfonso now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a line drive slicing into right field.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So
Carlos
man aboard.
Delgado.
Now it's the DH, Carlos Delgado. Swung on and fouled off. And he'll need a new bat.
Here's a run-scoring opportunity. You definitely got to push something across because it's not going to get any easier. You get to the 9th, you got a lockdown closer ready to come in.
Left-hand hitter waits. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And Ricky Henderson the grab.
Pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. David Peterson.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field and puts the squeeze on that one. And a quick out, number one. Jose Carrasco up next for the A's. He's already homered here in this one. Peterson, a 6'6" southpaw, 29 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Alfonso under it, drops into the glove, and there's two down.
Now batting, number 25.
2 outs, base is empty. Mark McGwire up next for the A's. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Line drive. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. And the A's are gone in order as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead.
Now pitching for the
We're back,
A's.
and on the mound is the closer, Dennis Eckersley.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Carlos Beltran up now for the Mets. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Hard hit right side. Tosses to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter
catcher,
how many
Gary
highlight reel
Carter.
plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And first offering is fouled off. Eckersley, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against it.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Takes it himself, and a couple of quick outs.
Up next,
A couple of
for the
pitches and a
Mets,
quick out.
Right fielder Juan Soto.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
Soto in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail. And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow.
On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, and ball game. And the A's win the last 2 to take the 3-game series.
I'd say this team really needed to win this game today. It pushed them over the top to win the series, which is great. But when you go on the road in the next series, going into some hostile territory, you want to have a lot of confidence, and you want to be feeling really good about how you're playing, as well as to your left and your right, your teammates, that they're on track as well.
6-3 our final score. Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon for the next Game of the Week.
Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster, pa' su postre, entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huelen mi dinero yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera, entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huelen mi dinero yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. bañamos, la hablo sucio. Lealtad siempre promete, me afila el machete. La tengo arañando las paredes, facturando emerald verde. Todos los semáforos luz verde. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan, huele mi dinero. Yo no soy Shenlong. Mira, no imaginas lo que te espera. Arte Mona Lisa, por mi cama se desliza. No me avisa, sus chelas hacen fila. Son una bandida, buscan que la les bendiga. Soy el dembow killer, dueño en la maquila. Liche la valija, más el NDP. Fotos tienen fija, las babies en los números se fijan. Los bolsillos llenos, me siento como un buster. Todas se me riman. Mala mía, si tu gata está en mi roster. Entro el dueño de la aldea, women se me pegan.
From Wright Field on the south side of Chicago, we've got baseball coming up for Jackie Robinson Day. It's the Athletics going up against the Chicago White Sox. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Chris, today a special day on the Major League Baseball calendar, Jackie Robinson Day. Everyone on the field wearing number 42 to honor Jackie and his breaking of the professional baseball color barrier in 1947 with the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Well, Boog, it's a great day for everyone in terms of just the unity that it helped to bring forth within our country, and a lot of times that's done through sport. But for me, as a black player, when I think about Jackie Robinson and I think about the connection of such a great player and all of the adversity that he had to endure, baseball's hard enough just to play, but then everything sort of on the field, off the field, and how he persevered through that, so inspiring.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just a little bit away from first pitch, and on the hill, Chris Sale. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
He's racked up over 2,000 strikeouts in his career. He's such a competitor out in the mound. So fun to watch him work. I'm excited for this one.
Now it's the veteran outfielder, Rickey Henderson.
Left fielder, Rickey Henderson.
Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Robert makes the play, and there's one down. And time now to check out the A's lineup. At the very bottom, hitting ninth, Zach Geloff.
Well, these days, we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work. Him right here.
And first offering is fouled off. ground ball left side and foul ball. 1 out, bases empty. In the dirt. Now 1 and 2. And they'll do it again. One down, base is empty. Ground ball right side, and that's just foul. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
And now Jose Carrasco makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. A's nothing. White Sox coming up. You're dialed into the show. Back here on the south side, getting the nod on the mound.
100 career wins. That's a lot by today's standards. Tells you about the longevity of his career, his ability to work deep into games, even when he doesn't have his best stuff.
And stepping in is the speedy Ray Durham. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Hunter, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Chop to third. Halter. And save. He busted it down the line for that infield single. Singy, it looked like he might have beat it in real time, but that play was really close. So they want to take another look.
Yeah, this is a tough decision to make, Boog, and it feels like it could go either way, but it might be worth a challenge if there's any doubt at all.
Well, they've decided not to challenge it, and so he is safe at first. And next to hit for the Sox, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Pickoff throw, back standing. He's in there safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch. He's been successful finding ways to get on base, and that's not easy for rookies to do. His career is off to a good start. That's what you want to see from one of your top prospects.
Durham aboard here at first with nobody out. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. At the belt and fires. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Sets him down on strikes. Clip the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. Frank Thomas steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3 in the game back on Sunday. Just missed. Pitch is in there. And the count even 1-1.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Number 42 at the plate and takes high there.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
And it finds its way through for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Two on, one out. Stays alive. On the ground, could be two. There's one, and that's two. So they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show.
When I come out, they run out.
Back at right field, all set for the start of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Mark McGwire. Sale back to work. McGwire, a slugging first baseman, 23 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And there's a ball.
One strike.
Popped up right side. And out number one on the grab. Stepping in the long ball threat, Jason Giambi. Swinging a foul back, and that's out of play. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Grandal down to first with it. And there's two gone following the strikeout. Singing, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angles.
Here's some real power at the plate. Miguel Tejada. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
One ball, no strike.
This to third, a dive, he's got it. Fires to first, it's there, and that's a great play.
Well, that right there was all pre-pitch positioning. Put himself in the perfect spot to make a great play.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's going to be Mauricio Ordonez. Tap foul at the plate. And that drops in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with two strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
McGwire settles under it. Squeezes it. One down.
Batting seventh, center fielder, Luis.
And now here's the big center fielder, Luis Robert.
Jr.
Robert, the native of Cuba, signed with the White Sox in May of 2017. In there at the knees. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike two.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now two out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Yasmani Grandal up to hit. Two out, space is empty. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Nothing to it for the White Sox, but they lead it 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. Swings through that one out in front that time. Winner. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
And now here's the A's catcher, Jason Kendall. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Throws to first in time. Awesome play there.
Batting ninth, second baseman, Zach Geloff.
Zach Geloff digs in now. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. That one fouled off. Fought off foul. And down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They trail here 1-0. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
The shortstop, Luis Aparicio.
Trying to bunt his way on. And he drops it down the third baseline. And that's a foul ball. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. So the batting order turns over. Ray Durham steps to the plate for the White Sox. That's in there. That's strike one.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
2 down, base is empty. Now at the plate, Shoeless Joe Jackson. Pitch misses, 1-0. He caught it behind his back. Throw to first. Nicely done for the out. What a play to end the inning. There's no way he saw that into the glove.
No, you're absolutely right. All he knew was the grounder was somewhere behind him. Just threw his glove out there and it stuck. That was pretty cool.
Here on the south side, new inning getting started. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Rickey Henderson. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swing and a foul out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Sale delivers. Foul ball, still 0-2. Up the middle. Now the throw to first on the run. Not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw. You know?
Ricky on the move. Pitch misses.
No,
Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Yeah, that's fouled off. And that one fouled off. Tying run in scoring position. Top half of inning number 4. He goes down looking.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
So up next, Jose Carrasco. Fly to left his first time. And that misses. And that's ball 1. Henderson, the runner at second with 1 away.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
In the air, left field, down the line. And there's 2 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming over instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
So 2 down now, and here is Mark McGwire. This guy with light tower power. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Robert makes the catch, and that is that. The A's strand 1. They still trail 1-0. Bottom of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Frank Thomas.
First baseman, Frank Thomas.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Smoked on the ground to second in plenty of time to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Swings and misses. And that is strike 1. And that one in the air center field. Damon makes the catch. Out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
2 outs, base is empty. And next is the designated hitter, Harold Baines. 0 for 1 so far. Outside. And that is ball 1. And that one missing low.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Kendall makes the play, and it's out number 3. Offense held in check there. We're headed to the 5th. It's the White Sox 1 and the A's 0. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Sale back to work. He swings and misses at the first pitch.
No ball.
0-1.
One strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Whips it to first. One away here in the fifth.
Good late bite on that slider.
Now
Got the
back,
hitter out in
number
front, rolled
42.
over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Now here is Miguel Tejada. Grounded out his first time up. Now a screamer into the outfield. Jackson right there to make the grab. And there's two down.
Now batting, number 42.
At the plate, Johnny Damon. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. That missed inside. Ball one. Damon in his 10th season, 31 years old, and he's been touching home plate quite a bit lately, scoring 8 runs. 2 outs. Hit on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the White Sox 1 and the A's nothing. And we're back. John Shelby with my buddy Chris Singleton. And set to get us started. Bottom 5. Mauricio Ordonez. And that one just missed off the outside edge. That one the other way. Gets down, base hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Robert in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above.
There's one. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
And now up to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. Foul ball there.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
2 down, nobody on. Got him looking. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Chi Sox held in check here. They lead it 1-0. All set for the top of the 6th. And now here's the A's catcher, Jason Kendall. And fouled off.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 7 strikeouts for him.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Now it's going to be Zach Geloff. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, right field, Jackson on the move. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And there are 2 outs.
Left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next up for the A's, Ricky Henderson. 1 for 2. That one almost got him. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit.
Now batting, number 42.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So a man at first. Now the third baseman. Runner takes off. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Runner on the go again. That one to first. That gets by him. Henderson around second, on his way to third. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
A couple of singles back to back. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Jose Carrasco. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Here's what I think the manager's thinking right now. Today, we're not driving the ball. It's hard to get extra base hits. We've got to make something happen to get a runner into scoring position. That stolen base, excellent call. Now, all it takes is perhaps a single to put a run on the board.
In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned into deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Back here on the south side. Now here is Luis Aparicio.
Luis Aparicio.
Down the line, Carrasco on the move towards the line. Won't get to this one. It drops foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a blue zone right there, or the cold zone on the hitting chart. Just doesn't have much success in that part of the strike zone, and a really good job of the pitcher executing. Try to go there as often as you can. The numbers are in your favor.
Bounced up the middle. Got him on the off-balance throw. 2 up, 2 down.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball, and then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
And a base hit right there. And that keeps the inning going. Frank Thomas steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Outside low. Ball 1. Right back to him on the mound. And now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Well, Boog, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball when it's cold outside, and that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. It could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
Here's the third baseman. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Right through there for a strike.
You know, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball and getting out of this little jam.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Brings it in, and that's the inning. White Sox strand a couple, but they're on top 1-0. We go to the top of the 7th, and now here is Mark McGwire. Here's a high chopper. Throw over to Thomas, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team. Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings.
Trying to hold a 1-run lead here in the top half of inning number 7. That missed by a lot. And 1-1.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Whips it to first on the run. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly.
Now batting, number 42.
One gone, runner at first. Next up for the A's, Miguel Tejada. The shortstop takes the ball.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. That one is absolutely belted. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Johnny Damon, the next to hit, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Time called. So now a pinch hitter, Miguel Andujar.
Man, it must be nice to pull a superstar off your bench, huh?
Swing and a ground ball. They take the force out, and that is the inning. The A's strand one, still behind by a count of 1-0. Back at right field, and now the DH, Harold Baines.
Designated hitter, Harold Baines.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
On the ground, right side. Gets to it with a slide. The throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Just so impressed with the movement on that play. Footwork was excellent. The arm strength was there. And, of course, the most important part was getting the out.
And up next for Chicago, Mauricio Ordonez. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. Swing and a foul straight back. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
Just couldn't catch up on the low 90s fastball right there. And that's a result of a good job of changing speeds. Off-speed pitch on the one before, then sped him up. Pitchers that don't throw real hard have to rely on location and mixing up the speeds. That wasn't the best location with the fastball, but clearly that wasn't the pitch he was looking for at the plate either.
The delivery to Robert. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And the White Sox go quietly. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. But they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Penn Murphy.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Up the middle. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Geloff stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Holding on to a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And now 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Fouled off. He was late. Looking to get the tying run on base. And that is out of play. In the air, center field. Robert under it. Brings it in. And a couple of quick outs. Now the left fielder, Ricky Henderson. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And that one hammered back there. And out of here. He'll circle the bases, and we are starting over. It's 1-1. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
Digging in, number 42. And a foul ball.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Grandal gathers, goes to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. The A's get one on this homer. All even now at 1-1. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom of the eighth. Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Hunter back to work. And that's in for a strike.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Strike two.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Up the middle. What a stop. Gathers and throws, and they get the out. Big play there to get the leadoff man.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
White Sox making a move for pinch hitter, Ozzie Guillen. He represents the go-ahead run. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. All tied up here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Line and a base hit into right. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
One of the hardest things to do in the game, to stay mentally and physically ready for the big opportunity, and he came through for his club right there.
Ray Durham steps to the plate for the White Sox. 1 for 3. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. One away, tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. High fly ball out to left field. And Ricky Henderson to grab. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 42.
Shoeless Joe Jackson steps to the plate for the White Sox. Bottom of the zone and a called strike.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
And a count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. That's his 9th strikeout so far. So 1 left for the White Sox. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Roberto Hernandez. Jose Carrasco getting ready to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed, though.
Swing and a miss. miss, and he struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
McGuire swings through it for strike one. Hit hard on the ground and up the middle, base hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Next to hit, Jason Giambi. And he was nowhere near that one for strike one. Ball one there. One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first. Headed down the line. And that's a foul ball.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
The 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. With the go-ahead run at first, here at the top of the ninth. Strike three, got him swinging. And two away now.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there. And I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in. Kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up.
Gets under it and pops it up. Durham should have this one. And that's the third out. One hit, one left. Hard of the order, 3, 4, 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. All tied 1-1. Here on the south side, all set for the bottom of the ninth. Now, Frank Thomas.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that ninth inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of
away. And next will be the cleanup hitter. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. Next pitch is downstairs.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
This one in the air, right field. Carrasco under it. 2 down. Harold Baines steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Designated hitter, Harold Baines.
That's in there. Strike one.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
Just missed the inside corner, and the count 1-2.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. Down in order go the White Sox. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And we're back. Here's Miguel Andujar. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
That one 95 to finish him off.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
So Mark Kotsay going with a pinch hitter here. Shea Langoliers.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boog. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The throw's offline. He's saved. They take the lead. It's 2-1.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
And the batter now, Zach Gelof. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
No ball. One
A's
strike.
leading by a run. Oh, 2 now as he swings through it.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Outside with a breaking ball.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Cut on and miss, struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
There's a swing and a drive. Lays out and makes the play.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder, you lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Dennis Eckersley. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 42.
Mauricio Ordonez steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Left fielder, number 42.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
In today's game, outs are valuable, so guys aren't just willing to give themselves up to advance a runner. They're trying to drive him in as well in the process. So I don't expect him to shorten up and just try to hit behind the runner here.
Outfield playing pretty shallow. So the tying run at second. And a swing and a miss. 1 away.
Well, that's the money maker right there. 2 strikes, slider down and away from a same side thrower as the hitter. I mean, it's just tough. You're looking to protect with 2 strikes and very difficult to lay off.
So here's Robert now. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
And he takes it himself for the out.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So it's their last chance in this one. And here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, trying to deliver as the hero. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Guillen now at the plate, down to their final out, but an opportunity to deliver the tying and maybe even a winning run. Sends it to center, and this should be it. And that'll do it. The A's claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense.
Well, this is a big win on the road and going extras into 10. So hard to pull those out, but I think this team did a great job of keeping the crowd out of the ball game late. When you can do that, it kind of calms everything down, keeps the adrenaline of the opposing team down a bit, and you can steal a win and get out of here happy.
And your final score here today, 2-1. A one-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire out.
Kiss